Hello, it's me, Ariza Gaming. I'm back. It's a Monday. I'm doing a bonus stream because I have a new chair. Look, it's a new chair. It's not amazing, but it was free. So I'm very happy about that. My old chair was molting everywhere. I hope you're doing well, Ayla Avo. Okay, here's an interesting fact. So I used to have British spellings in all of my video titles. And then I actually realized the majority of people who watch my videos and my streams are in the US. So I might as well just use the American spellings for things. So that's what that's all about. I've got my bottle of Fanta here. Okay, let's enough of this. Let's just crack on with this. Right. We're doing more oxygen not included. So last time we actually successfully set up a chute where we can drain the whole of the magma biome into our infinite magma storage. And that seems to be working just fine. It hasn't broken. We're pouring the magma in at a decent clip. And there's a lot of magma in these tiles. So that's good. It's all working. But this volcano isn't going to erupt again for another 38 cycles. So what I actually want to do is I want to do something else while we're waiting for this to erupt again. We'll get this to erupt again when it's max geotune, because that's going to come out at 480 kilograms per second, which, to be honest, I think is probably more than the rate of magma pouring in here from the chutes. I can't really quantify that, but that sounds about right to me. So we're going to wait for this to erupt before we continue building the rust melter and all that stuff. So today we're going to do something a bit different. We're actually going to go into the other part of space, and we're going to set up some kind of meteor defense network. The meteors here aren't too bad. They're mostly snow and crushed ice. And we want snow so we can actually grow bonbon trees. We have a couple of those planted in our base down here. They're kind of overheating a little bit. I wonder why that is. Maybe I need to add more tubing. Let's add more tubing. This one's also overheating. Do I need to cool this down a bit further? I may need to cool this down a bit further. What temperature is this set to? It's set to minus 20. It's going in... let's see. Yeah, it's not really getting that far. Interesting. Because we're running it through the freezer, and then we're running it past all of our plume squashes. Coming out here, and it's about minus 20-ish. I'm not really managing to get it much colder than this. I think we're using about one thermal aquatuner's worth of actual cooling on here. Hello, the bad guy. Hope you're doing well. Basically, I was just summarizing what we're going to do today. So, instead of doing more volcano shenanigans, because that's all working, and I just want to wait until the volcano erupts before we fully commit to the build. We are going to set up some meteor defenses so we can grab snow for bonbon trees, and maybe, just maybe, we'll do a little bit of experimentation with the spigot seals, because that's the one thing out of the DLC that I haven't really done yet. So this is our liquid lock. I think what the plan is we're going to dig... We're going to set up the defensive layer around here. Maybe we'll launch all the rockets out of this bit. I don't know. Maybe we'll do it so it's in line with the top of this. This is all window tile anyways. This is all made of diamond. That's interesting. Maybe we'll do it so that it's aligned with that surface. Let's actually have a look at that. So we have about 105 tons of diamond. But that's about 1,060 tiles that we can... So I'm pretty sure we'll have enough diamond, both for covering the whole top of the map, and making whatever magma-related stuff we need to make down here. At least, I think that's the case. So let's drag this across here and see what level that is. So there's just a little bit shy of 4 tiles. Well, we can raise it up 1 level. Nothing wrong with that. So we'll raise it up 1 level from top of this room. And then this will be where all the meteors collect. Because it's snow and ice meteors, they don't do any damage to tiles. They just deposit the material. So all we need is a transparent layer that lets the light through to where we're going to have the bonbon trees. We could set up solar power, but we have so much power we don't really need to. And, yeah, we'll see what we can do with this. So we'll just build all the way across here. We'll probably just need to dig all of this out. I'm going to leave the telescope there. That's fine. We can ladder up to here. Then we can just start building all of this. Put in a fire pole as well. Doesn't really matter too much what we make that out of. What is everyone currently prioritized to? Are there a load of high priority commands? Not really. I think we did all of the construction and digging. So everyone should get on with these errands now. And these thermosensors here are set to go off if this gets too cold. So we should be fine. What's going on here? Pitcher pump overheating. Okay. That's interesting. The magma actually managed to climb up here. Oh well. I don't think we need these two anymore. We'll just get rid of them. There was some steam in here with all the magma, but we've let that out. Looks like we've got a little bit of molten iron in here from whatever we were constructing before. We're going to let all the steam dissipate, and then we'll start getting the biobots to come in and build obsidian tiles to push the rest of the magma out. That's the plan. We did scold a few people trying to get the infinite storage set up last time, so they're currently resting, which is why probably not a lot is actually getting done. These are all fairly low priority at the moment. So, we'll have the trees down here. Boom squash is overheating, that's fine. I'm going to suppress current on you. I don't really care too much about that. In other news, let's see, our brine guys has been erupting again. So we do have some sand, and we have been making rust in here. We currently turn these off because we're trying to save all of the sand for bleachstone production, but this rust machine has indeed worked. The biobots are servicing it as we speak. I'm quite happy with this. I'm a bit sad we never actually used it for a video thumbnail. Maybe we'll use it for today. It depends how it goes. Right, you're actually coming up here now. That's good. Maybe we'll priority 9 this, maybe we won't. We will need to dig all this stuff out of here. Now, the other thing about these meteors is bonbon trees will actually fall. Bonbon tree seeds will actually fall, and the trees will plant themselves. So that's why there's all these trees up here now. We're just going to dig all the way across. I love this drywall. I wish this was a drywall we could actually get. So that would be very nice. Yes, we've got the biobots working again. They were trapped down here for ages, but they're doing stuff again now, which is nice. Production seems to be going fine on that. While we're waiting around for a few things, let's actually check out the loot. What we got? Anything interesting today? Gloves? No thank you. Great. Mission failed. We'll get them next time. Let's get some more skill points as well. I think there's not too many unskilled dupes left now. You're actually supposed to be a rancher. We should have done this a while ago. There you go. Gosman, you're a farmer, and I think you're also supposed to be a decorator. But I'm just going to get you suits for now. Get the farming 2 hat. George, otherwise known as Jorge. We are actually going to need a rocket pilot, but I'm going to give you building for now, just because you've got mechatronics already, and you're going to be doing a lot of that. Liam, you're going to get the research. That's absolutely fine. May can have mechatronics. There you go. You can get the mechatronics hat out as well. Marie can get field research. And Stinky, you can get tidying. Rivaldo, you can get suits and tidying. Grapefruit, I think grapefruit, yeah, you can get research. A few more we can look at down here. Quite a few dupes have all the skills they actually need now, so I'm not going to go crazy with these guys. I think it's usually the ones with one skill point that I haven't gone around to yet.
Killer fish.
Hello, Neo.
Killer fish from San Diego.
You're indeed first today.
I don't know what I am, but
How
I
are
taste
you?
really good. I'm a killer fish. Hello.
You're a killer
I'll
fish.
be your killer fish for the evening. Thank you.
There we go. All the dupes are getting all the skills. You look a bit ill. I realized I missed the timing. I just saw that the Max Not Binary finished streaming. And they were looking for someone to raid. I missed the window because I was busy eating dinner, but that's fine. I don't normally stream today anyways. I say that. The best way to see what my actual historical streaming schedule has been is using the historical stream schedule thing on my About page on Twitch. Because I nominally stream Wednesdays, Thursday, Fridays, but I actually have some extra time today, so I'm going to stream. And my schedule does get interrupted sometimes by IRL things, so yes. The best way, of course, of knowing when I'm going to stream is just to look at the Discord. I always post on there. I'm kind of umming and ahhing about whether to get more duplicates, because we have loads of food, obviously, and we also have loads of oxygen, like way more oxygen than we actually need. And I'm kind of not doing that at the moment because I don't want to increase the amount of lag in the game. Very, very tempting. Barbecue. I don't give the most warning there. No, to be honest, I was being pretty spontaneous today. It was more that I thought I might have to finish off the Oxyfern video I just posted on YouTube today. And then I actually got it done last night. So I figured I could fit in an extra stream. Also, I'm going to set these to... Right, when the Pacu die, we're going to have to set it to cook seafood and surf and turf and all that. I'll set these to surf and turf now. Why can't I set this to cook seafood? It's interesting you can set the gas range for all these foods, but you can't set the grill until you discover the raw ingredient. That's so weird. Yeah, I think this is necessary. The polluted water vent is still erupting down here at the moment. Steam pressure is actually pretty low. That's interesting. Turbines are behaving a bit more. Let's have a look at the colliery report. How much, what's our power usage? Yeah, we're still fine on power. So no need to worry about that. Right, you are now up in space with the trees. Congratulations. We're going to leave on speed 1 because you guys have a lot of errands. And all this all this snow is going to come down. The poor trees. Well, at least this will give us some bottles of nectar. Because when you dig up a tree, you do harvest it. It's nectar. Which is nice. Yes, I was originally going to do the Alveovera video. And then I realized I should probably actually talk about the original oxygen-producing plant first. And I never got around to doing that. And then I thought that was a good time to actually talk about seed duplication, because it's something that people have talked about a few times in this channel. And I don't really tend to use it very much. But it is a pretty interesting thing to do, especially if you have lots of cold water sources. I think it probably does make sense to duplicate oxyfern seeds and use that instead of a spom. Unless you need the hydrogen for some reason. I think it's a pretty interesting way to make a base different than usual. I always talk about how it's annoying how everyone always defaults to using the electrolyzer just because it's so good. And it's nice to find ways to actually run bases where you don't need that. But yeah, we're going to set up a meteor defense layer today, mostly so that we can just harvest all the snow and ice. Now, my question is, can we feed the crushed ice from meteors into alveoveras? Slightly too exploity. That's fair enough. I don't typically use it, but I felt like it would not be sensible to do a video about them without talking about it. I'll put you here for now. That's probably the best way of doing that. And let's make you a priority 9. How much diamond is that used up? Oh, not a lot at all. Yeah, we've got loads of diamond left. That's good. Or tree. The bonbon trees produce loads of seeds on their own, so we're not in any issue with that. I like this new chair because it's slightly lower than the old one, so I've got a bit more room to move my legs around. It's nice. Yeah, we got so many bonbon tree seeds, which is why I kind of want to make the whole top of the map like Spigot Seal Central. Just to see if we can do it. Really. What's going on over here? Conductive wires are broken. Seems like a historic issue rather than something that's an issue now. But yes, I've seen you can also duplicate the wheeze warts and get oodles of radiation. That seems more exploited than the oxyferns. Because the oxyferns are just providing an alternative to the electrolyzer that you can already scale up pretty well. But the duplicating wheeze warts just gets you into, like, silly territory. So much radiation, and then also a lot of cooling if you put them in hydrogen. The more exploity things I think are pretty cool and very clever, but I don't want to use them myself. Bonbon trees, can you get enough of those from space to feed a few feeder Pacus? Probably. We have Pacu on the other asteroid, which is why I'm not super fussed about these guys at the moment. But we will do that. We may do that at some point. But, yeah. What my plan is, kind of. So, there's not a lot immediately near us. And to be honest, I don't really want to do anything with this asteroid. We have water, refined metal, and all that stuff already. And we've done a lot of stuff on the swampy asteroid. So I'm probably just going to leave this place alone, even though the teleporter's connected. But we have oil hooked up down here. And we can pretty easily boil it into petroleum with the volcano stuff when we eventually set that up. So I'm thinking we just go straight to petroleum rockets. In fact, do I actually even have that research? No. That would be good to do. Maybe we send someone over to the other asteroid to collect some data banks at some point. I don't know. Not overly fussed about that. I'll also tell people to come along and dig all of this up. Just to start. Yeah, maybe we'll do some Pacu. For such a fish-themed experience, I don't do a lot of stuff with Pacu. I realized. I used to do it more. Who's idle? You're idle? Oh, you need to do this then. Gulpfish time. That'd solve your sound issue. Oh, using gulpfish to filter all the polluted water. I think we're fine now. I think the main issue was just that we were using it for all these deodorizers. We could do gulpfish. I quite like the idea of just condensing this into liquid oxygen and then just using that for liquid oxygen. Sounds fun. What's going on here? Floor is overheating. Okay, I don't care about that. I'm not sure why I insulated this, to be honest. Right, who's actually coming up to do this? Rivaldo is coming up to do this. He's nearly here. Okay, that's good. I was going to put a transit tube in. If I was going to put a transit tube going into space, it would probably feed it would probably feed this way somehow. And then go up here and then around here. I don't know, we've got plastic ladders and fire poles the whole way. We got 15 tons of plastic as well, that's pretty good. Well, guys. This asteroid is so large as well. I never realized how large this asteroid was until I started playing it. How much magma we got down here now? Wow, look at this. We got 330,000 kilograms of magma on this one tile. That's 330 tons. It's much less in the middle. It fluctuates a fair bit. Now, someone told me as well about large infinite liquid storages. Now, once you get the numbers really large, you start getting floating point errors, and the amount of material actually just multiplies straight up in the storage. Has anyone actually gotten to that point yet? Yeah, here you go, Joshua. Oh god, Joshua, you're getting radiation sickness from being out here. No! No! That's not good. What is the radiation out here? It's quite high. It's not unbelievably high. If we look at the light passing, it looks like these block about 10% of the light? Glass better for this? I don't really want to use glass, because unless we're straight up melting sand, sand is a precious resource as we've already talked about. And making it with a glass forge is only 25% efficient. So I don't really want to do that, but we will make one tile just so I can compare it. Let's have a look at long commutes as well. What's everyone up to these days? Oh, a lot of them are spending time healing. That explains it. Well, I think they're done healing now, so stuff should get done a bit quicker. One would hope. We're going to need to make a fairly large amount of conveyor rail, all the meteor defense stuff. Is 10k a lot? I remember thinking Ceres terrible sunlight. No, it's not a lot. Not really. Right, I guess we'll do this. I think we can set it on all of these. And then this could be set to surf and turf, which it is. Who's scolding? Oh, someone probably going in there. Oh, okay, no, that's fine. Do I have a conveyor loader in here for meat? Not really. Do I need that? I don't really have room to fit it. Actually, I do have room. I just need to get rid of all the decor. We're not going to print enough guys for it to matter. Yeah, no, the lux is not a lot. Pretty low. I mean, if we look at this planet has 3.5 times the amount of light. It's not good. So if we look at these, branch productivity, so I think it does go up to 100%. I mean, obviously it would be up to about 90% if it's going through a layer of diamond. So here's the regular glass. So let's see if there's a difference in light level. No, there isn't. Okay, so we will just use diamond for this. I'm more doing this just because I want to see what it's like. A, we need to harvest the snow and the seeds, and B, we need to actually... I need to do something with spigot seals, and this seems sensible. There's not a lot of light. The mercury lamps down here, they produce a lot of light. We could potentially reconfigure our mercury setup so that it's up here. We don't really need it for power anymore. How much mercury do we have? We have a lot of mercury. Is that really worth doing? I don't know. I kind of just want to explore around today, because today's a bonus stream. I don't want to do volcano stuff in the bonus stream. You're just having to think. Super productive Amari. I was thinking as well, what am I going to do for occasional variety streams? Because I'm still unsure about what to do with that now that we've finished Bellatra Gold Stakes. As fun as that was. Let's dig all of this up as well. I'm thinking of going back to the Megaquarium missions, because we got about, I don't know, probably halfway into the first DLC. I do want to have a look at that again. I did say I was going to try and get that all finished this year, but we found other things to do. Maybe it's time we go back to that. I'll have a think. I do kind of just want to focus more on ONI, though. Let's grab all the snow. And then, I think this is what we're going to have to do. We're just going to have to dig down these lower levels. We'll grab all of this stuff. And then we'll build across. Because all the dupes will come dig that up. Yeah, dig that tile as well. That'll do. Biobots still seem to be shuffling everything around. The duplicates seem to be shuffling around in here as well. That's all good. Looks like some of these alveoviras died because the air was too hot. There you go. Yeah, dig these out as well. These plants are a lot of labor, but we've automated all of the ice, and the base is cold enough that the ice isn't going to melt. So we're in a pretty good position with that. That being said, it is almost actually hot enough over here for the ice to melt. But the ice isn't that conductive when it's just sat there in the carbon dioxide, so I don't think in practice we're actually going to have an issue with that. There's a couple here at the end that aren't actually getting fed because of all the vent stuff. They're getting fed manually. That's okay. How are you looking? Yep, we've got a good amount of dream journals. Oxygen for that is all sorted now. That's good. Yeah, we'll just let everyone crack on with this. Make sure to get that finished as well. You do have a minor radiation hazard, but it's very minor. We've had some planets with a load of radiation. This is not really one of them. Let's have a look down here. So the crushed ice does stay as ice. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ice has a lower specific heat capacity than water. I mean, that makes sense. That is realistic. I've just not really thought about that before. Oh god. I'm sure I've screwed up something because of that. Let me think. The Ice Maker video. I wonder whether I've got the heat maths wrong in that. I don't know. I think I did actually account for this. I just forgot in my head that was the case. Snow has the same heat capacity but lower thermal conductivity. But the crushed ice does seem to drop this crushed ice. Can we feed Alveovira's crushed ice? I mean, I don't know. It says just ice. It's kind of annoying. So what would we actually do then? Are these plants grow 3 high? I could have probably just made this bit 3 high, couldn't I? I mean, we could start with all the Meteor stuff. Let's have a think about that. So, where are the rockets going to go? I think we're probably going to put the rockets in this corner by the volcano. Because we're going to be generating a lot of heat over here with the volcano at some point anyways. Let's assume that all of this stuff over here is just normal stuff. Oh, wait, I'm a twit. We don't want diamond tiles here, do we? We want mesh tiles. That's what we did in the previous run. Yeah, we want mesh tiles because they let 100% of the light through. And if anything melts, I guess it goes through as well. Yeah, we want mesh tiles. My bad. My bad. That will save the diamond for something else. And that does unfortunately mean you're going to have to do all of this another time. Wait, so redo this. Oh, we can actually see over here now? Yeah, there we go. You know what? I'm just going to leave... I'm going to leave this whole bit here. I don't think we're going to go any further with the Meteor stuff than that for now. Alright, I'm going to yellow alert this. Or not yellow alert this. We're going to priority 9 it just so that we actually get people up. Stuff should be happening. There you go. What else do we want? I think we want to dig all of this out. So go ahead and do that. And then probably just in here, just dig that. Oh, and then you'll probably want like this. Yeah, then you should be able to reach everything. We can go pick up all the diamond as we mix it in with the ice. Oh, okay, it just stays up here then. That's fine. Very ice-like. Yeah, maybe we'll get more of you up here now. All these door permission, like... Anyone still disabled access-wise? Barney, Hassan, and Steve. Okay, so the 6 sleepers are disabled. Everyone else is allowed through. That's fine. Broken. Door, that's fine. Broken doors literally don't matter at all. Why is this turned off? This should definitely not be turning off. Is turning on. Yeah, we're going to need to put that one on a different wire, I think. Oh, God. About this one. Doesn't seem much better. Right, I think here's what we do. Okay, so I'm going to break my rule, and I'm going to disconnect the wire here. It's going to be yellow alert, because it's going to break all the power in the colony. And then we're going to route the heavy wire up here. We're just going to turn that producer line that we're not actually using into another consumer line. I'm going to hook the freezer up to that. It's completely independent. But that means we need to do this immediately. So what material is this even made out of? Copper. Okay, let's make this all out of copper then. So, yeah, deconstruct that as well. Right, let's make that out of copper. Yellow alert, come up here. And then that wire, I guess we'll make it like gold. That will come down there, and then that needs to just plug into this on its own. So I think the easiest way to do that would just be to take it... Oh god, am I really going to yellow alert all of this? Oh, who am I kidding? The answer is yes. I do not want the freezer to turn off because of power issues. Right, let's actually do it like this. That's fine, and then that can go up here, and then that just needs to connect in here somehow. But it probably means a load of bridges over here. I may be abusing privileges. And then this needs to bridge here. This needs to bridge here. Right, this is a bad idea. Let's not yellow alert literally all of this. Let's priority 9 this wire. Right, let's have a look. So, priority 9, all of this. And then all of this stuff up here could be priority 8, and then all the stuff... And then all the stuff to do with the heavy watt wire could be yellow alert, because that needs to be fixed immediately. I guess it's not that much heavy watt wire over here that's disconnected. But yes, we should definitely fix this immediately. Scolding, trying to get more gold. We're not letting it cool quickly enough. The volcano is still erupting. That's... so let's see. Yeah, you'll build all those bridges pretty soon. And then I can build some more bridges over here, so these can go here. Yeah, that'll do. Mm-hmm. There you go. And we can do this for a lot of these wires to get more use out of this transformer spine. Why aren't you growing? You're too hot now as well. Oh, yeah, so this is why the plants have been getting too hot. It's because the loop hasn't been running enough. That's the whole issue. Yeah, when all that wire's done, how about all the bridges? They're all done apart from this one, so... here you go. Have fun. Oh, that one needs doing as well. Okay, that's fine. I should never bother with all this spaghetti. Go. There's one more left to do. The biobots are all helping with this, which is nice. Yeah, you're going to need to keep digging out of here. You're going to need to keep digging all of this out. And then I think we're just going to put in the same build that we used on the Frozen Foresters. Because that worked pretty well on the Frozen Forest planet, which had the same, more or less, meteor type. Just soft materials that aren't going to cause any damage to anything. Right. What's going on over here? Have you done the bridge? You have. That's good. You don't need to redo that wire. There you go. So how much of that is left? Like just all of this mess in here. Can we actually access all of this? I believe we can. I intentionally made it so it wouldn't run through here. Yeah, you'll get that done soon enough. And then we need to put in the robo-miners and stuff. I don't remember what we actually did with the robo-miner. I believe... Oh. Oh, it's in shipping, yeah. I got confused. I feel like we should be able to make these out of gold. They're not going to get too hot. The meteors aren't too hot. Let's just make them out of gold. So... Gotta make sure that they don't get covered in stuff. I think what the plan is...
Killer fish.
Wait, no!
Killer fish from
What's going
San
on? Why can
Diego.
multiple people redeem
I don't
first
know what I
again?
am, but I taste really
No,
good.
I turned this
I'm
off.
a killer fish. Hello. I'll be your killer
I
fish
turned
for
this
the evening.
off.
Thank you.
I went in Stream Elements and set it to... Oh, I went in Twitch and set it to once per stream, and now it's reset again. Planet is killer fish, yes. Great. Wow, this goes really high up here now. Well, how high do I actually want to do it? Probably not super high, right? I probably want it to overlap like this. Okay, this seems like a good plan. How about we just actually put it... If I put it at that level and then cover it with a mesh tile... Oh, then it's all going to build up on here. What we actually need to do is we need to make sure that the auto sweepers can cover each other, which is why you have it at a side angle. Yes, yes, yes. I remember now. So... We still need to play ONI again? Everyone needs to play ONI again. Let's see. Actually, let's not do that. Let me just have a think for a second. Let's put it like this. And then... I think this is what we normally do, isn't it? Hi, Judy Pixels. How are you doing? I saw you in Max's stream earlier. I hope you're having a good day. While we're waiting for the volcano to spin up again, I'm just going to set up some snow harvesting and stop all the meteors from doing stuff. Because eventually we're going to want to leave this asteroid in a petroleum rocket. And I want to be prepared for that. Yeah, let's see if something like this works. But food poisoning. It's fine. I don't care about food poisoning. We've established this. Right, we do care about the fridge loop working. So, you need to actually come over here and do all of this now. Let's make that a yellow alert. Good to hear you're doing well. Yeah, if this doesn't start running again soon, our food's going to stop freezing. Well, it's still freezing, but it's taking longer than it should, probably. Yes, look, the freezer queue is backing up. Incredible is one word for it. It's... I've overly committed to not running heavyweight wire past the dupes, and then we have monstrosities like this where they're getting a negative decal penalty from all the conductive wire bridges. So, would not recommend. I think if we were going to do this again, we would probably set up... It's just annoying because all of our geysers are points of interest from the sides of the map. I'd probably have set them up over here or something. I don't know. Right, there's no way you guys can't access this, right? Oh, you can't access it because this door is locked. I see. So we need to open this up again. There's a lot of jungle juice that's ended up down here. But yeah, in case you haven't seen, here is where all the magma on the map is going. We have 600 tons of magma on this tile now. And we're literally just draining the entire magma biome into here. And in fact, we pretty much almost drained everything. So soon, I'm going to have to get some unlucky sod to run through here again and dig out all of the remaining stuff, because I want to keep pouring it in there. Now, we can't get the biobots to dig obsidian, so we have to get dupes to do that. Same with the abyssite. But they can build tiles in here, so once we're filling in the gaps, we can just restrict it to biobots. Right, so you're done now, right? Okay, good. So that means now I can actually disconnect this here. And now we can just run the thermal aquatuner on that line alone, and it's not connected to anything else. Yes, I need to do more of that with my transformer spine. For sure. We're still making all the plastic over here. We're still trying to melt all this ice with these polymer presses. We'll see how far we get with that. A lot of mercury is melted down here. Interesting. Oh, we can't reach that. I think maybe we lower it by 1 so we can fit everything. I'm just playing around with what I actually want to do for the meteor harvesting stuff. I could go and look at what we did in the previous save. I'd rather just work on it again. I should actually make a sandbox showcase video about this at some point. Oh, wait, you don't need to remove this one. That one's fine. Oh, but if we do that, then we can't actually crawl through here. No, that won't do. Yeah, it's going to have to be like that, and then we're going to have to ladder up. Okay, was indecisive, now not so sure. We'll make this open. I'm pretty sure we just ran a cooling loop with loads of conductive wires, conduction panels through here. I think what we'll do is we'll just put a ladder here, and then we can access all of that. We are succeeding in digging all of this stuff out, though. That's good. Ooh, currently priority 8. Let's set everything to priority 8 again. It'll be interesting to see if that change to thermal aquatuner significantly increases our power usage. I'm just very relieved the volcano hasn't exploded yet. We are going to have to test exploding it at some point. But I think we're going to have to do that at the end. That stuff will stay as priority 9. I want to see that get done. This can all be priority 8. I'm digging through the snow pretty quickly. So it needs to be able to uncover the next one. No, I think the way it's set up here, it shouldn't get covered. But we need to set them up so that the next one can cover all of those tiles. Oh, yeah, I see. That's what we need to do. And then that can just go like this. Right, okay. And then each auto sweeper covers the last, each robo miner covers the last one, and any meteors will get on top of these. Yeah, because the robo miner can't get itself. This will stop it from getting entombed by anything, and it needs to be supported by something. And then this one can reach all of these tiles. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So in that case, all I need to do is actually put the tiles here, and then I need to leave a 7-tile gap. And that's needed because it needs to actually reach above the RoboMiner and the floor, and I can't do that unless it's side-mounted. Okay. That seems straightforward enough. We'll just copy and paste that a lot. And I'm sure I will screw it up at some point. No, I'm very excited that Max is back. I'm going to give Max a shout out. Very chill. The mod looks interesting with all the biomes as well that they've been playing. Interesting that it's biomes from the outer space planets as well. I didn't even consider that as an option. I probably won't look at it myself, but it is interesting to watch it vicariously through them. Right, and that will probably do because we can't actually get anything else over there. So let's keep going this way, and then we can start setting up all the piping. Because it will be a nectar loop running through here to make sure it doesn't freeze or anything. Well, it doesn't have to be a nectar loop, I don't think, but it probably will be. Yeah, how many more of these are we going to fit in here? Probably one more after that, and then we'll call it a day. Yeah, so maybe we just do that. We'll keep the roof of the cafe or whatever it is clear as well. Yes, enjoy your look. We'll put all these in. We have plenty of refined metal. So that's all good. Go there. Now each of these uses 120 watts. They're probably not all going to be running at the same time. I think I can probably just hook these up to a normal base wire that's not running any heavy consumers. A lot of them. Because it is a lot of a whole classic asteroid's width. Do that for now. So the telescope is plugged in here. What's this wire loading like? Quite high. But it's all random consumers, so I think we could probably set up like. And then do I just make that a lead? I guess we'll make it out of lead. There's a lot of it. That's gonna run all along here. Meteors is still dying from that air temperature. That's interesting. And then what we'll need as well is we'll need auto sweepers to gather all the material, and we'll need the loaders. And there is actually 5 tiles here. But I want to... What we need to do is we actually need to set it up so that... We need to set up so that the sweepers are efficient. Why did the game pause then? I didn't pause the game. We need to set it up so that maybe 2 sweepers are going to 1 loader. Hello, Ludus Artifacts. Hope you're doing well today. I'm doing well. I finished my video early on Oxyferns. I finished it on Sunday, which means today I can actually stream instead of finishing off the video. Right, we're definitely not using this anymore, are we? Where is this even going? It's going to the solar panels. Right, let's just remove all of this. I know we're not using any of this anymore, so let's remove the temptation. Right, you look like you're cooling down again. That's good. This is now actually cooling down again. It's probably going to take some time to catch back up to where it needs to. Okay, we've built air over here. What I want to do is I want to put an auto sweeper in each of these locations. Then they can both reach that tile up there specifically. George is having a bit of a funny whistle. He's not very tuneful, is he? He's really not very tuneful compared to the rest of the tubes. That's so funny. I could put it underneath the auto sweeper. That's probably easier, isn't it? Yeah, let's do that. So then we can put in... We can just put in one loader. We can put in one loader per pair. And then this is full auto sweeper coverage everywhere. Doing semi-okay. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have a new company to work for, so that's nice. New job, very exciting. Right, so... This one... Game. That one can go there as well, and then the circle is complete. Hooray! That is okay. And then let's actually count from over here where we're going to put the loaders. So loader number 1 is going to go over here. Again, we'll just make this all out of gold. That should be fine. So they go directly underneath every other robo miner. Okay. And then I'll need to build a few more plastic tiles. Or plastic ladders. Yeah, there we go. That seems good. Alright. I'm a fan of that. So the ladders, so that you can access all of this. Probably... That looks kind of gross. How about I put them directly underneath the robo miners instead? That looks better. Sure, why not? And then we can access those top tiles. You won't be able to build that for now. Let's... Oh, you know what looks better? Putting it directly underneath the tile of interest. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Well, time to go tell them to do all of that instead. There'll be a lot of repetition here, but that's fine. So, let's see. So it's going to look like this. Yeah, that looks way better. Because it's a ladder, if it gets blocked by meteor debris, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Good. Yeah, so each auto sweeper can grab from here and here. Now, the only thing is, meteors will get through this gap. I could put a... Oh god. What do we have? A bunker door? Put a bunker door here. Seems pretty overkill. I think we just put some manual airlocks. Or mechanized airlocks. I think that makes sense. So let's actually put them here. Because we're not going to put any trees down here or anything. And then it gives the robo miners time to mine stuff. Yeah, I think that seems good. Right, so put that there. We'll then put a wire connecting down at these. I think this looks a little bit neater than my previous setup. I think my last one was a bit cobbled together, but this seems more reasonable. And I'm not getting alerts about a magma explosion, so that's also very good. And we'll set this to everything. So, but we're not going to set it up yet, because we need the cooling loop as well. Now, we could, obviously, very easily make a cooling loop. Plug it in here. Now, where is the open socket? There's an open socket down here. So what I think we'll do is we'll do something very similar over here. I'll get them to build all of that wire, and then I'll disconnect it here. We'll feed it out through here. I could probably feed it this way. Pretty gross, but I think it would work. I'd have to put the bridge here. I want to leave this wire alone because this wire is for... Really? You can't actually build that? That's hilarious. I'm just going to put a bridge in here then. Yep, I'll just put a bridge in there. This is for the rest of the polymer presses. So, they're probably all going to start running continuously at some point. So I probably don't want to hook up a thermal actuator to that. I think we'll just do it on its own dedicated line again. But if I was going to do it here and feed it this way, I might as well just do it here and feed it this way. Surely. Right, yeah, let's just do that. So... Oh, we've got a bridge here. That's kind of annoying. Well, I could still do it like this. And then the wire would plug in here, could bridge up here. And then it could probably go over here. And then it would be with its own steam chamber. Now, I'm pretty sure this is just going to be a steam chamber in the end. There is a load of liquid mercury in here. It would take quite some time to heat up all the liquid mercury, but that's not really the aim. I think eventually we're going to move the mercury up here and maybe use it to cool these. That's going to require a little bit of thought. We'll get to that later. But once the pipe actually comes up, so where are we actually going to feed the pipe? Because if it's coolant, we actually want the aquatuna to be as close to the space as possible, I think. How about we just do a little chamber down here? Right? Like, surely that's what we do. So, the little... Maybe just a little chamber over here. Then... You just put some naphtha here or something? Hold on. Hold on, I can do this better than that. So if we put some oil in here... Actually move this whole thing to the side a little bit. It's all buried. Oh god! I forgot about this. That's a sulfur geyser. That's fine. I guess I will have to move it over here then. That's so funny. Well, I mean, whatever we do with this sulfur geyser, it's not going to be directly connected to this. Or is it? Do we use the thermal aquatuna to cool that down as well? Oh god. Right, okay. Maybe we do plan around that. I think for now, we're just going to have the steam turbine up here. We're going to have the thing down here. Maybe I'll use a big blob of naphtha or something to seal this off. That's where we're going to put the thermal aquatuner to cool all of this. And I will keep it as a separate loop from this loop, because this loop is going far enough as it is. And it's going colder than we need this to go, because we don't actually need this to be that cold. Oh, we do need it to be cold. We need it to be cold enough so that the stuff doesn't melt. Right? That probably makes sense. Well, in any case, that cooling loop is currently overstressed. We would have to put another thermal aquatuner down here, and more steam turbines, and by the time we're doing that, we might as well just set up another aquatuner over here. You think sulfur geysers aren't very Ceres? That said IRRC. You may find Sweetles in the warm bits of Ceres, so maybe that's just wrong. We didn't find any on the blasted Ceres map. But we did find 2 sulfur geysers. Oh! More databanks. We need more databanks. Is this analyzed? No, it's not. So, yeah, let's go get the rest of the databanks from this. While it's dormant. That's actually really important. So, yeah, that's all reachable, isn't it? No? What's the issue? Let me select you, dupes. You're too fast. You can get up here. Oh, the dig errand is reachable. But the geyser is not. Okay, that's fine. Grab the phosphorite over here as well. That's very funny. That this is now actually becoming relevant. But yeah, that should be alright. So, let's priority 9. Dig that. You may as well. It's going to take you a while to get over here anyways. You could dig all of that out as well. Dig all of... well... not all of that, but a fair bit. Yeah, come over here and dig all of that again. Yes. Yes, this will work, I think. Did you finish that wire over here? You did. So now... wow, I've not seen this before. Look, it's detecting a power loop. The transformer's plugged in at both ends. Chaos. That's very funny. Right. So deconstruct these. I've literally never seen a message before in my life, and I played this game for like 2,600 hours. That's so funny. Yeah, it's going to take you a while to build all of this. I've got lots of errands queued up. That's fine. So that wire is going to come up here, and we're going to just plug the steam turbine into something else. I think what we'll do is we'll actively cool the steam turbine in here as well, rather than have it be self-cooled. Because I don't want anything to interfere with this sulfur geyser, and we may even want to double up and use it for the sulfur geyser as well. But I've not currently got plans to do that, but I'm sure we could jerry-rig whatever we've got in here to suit this. I'll think about that another time. Let's priority 9 that deconstruct. Priority 9 that dig as well. That's fine. Wow, they actually got over here faster by digging than by other means. That's interesting. I'll get you to dig that out too. Do I just want you to come all the way along under here? I think I probably do. If for no other reason, I want to see what it's like. Oh, you're up to nails. You're working on all this bit now. That's fine. I should probably... Is that dialogue new? Target digging errands only, or am I just noticing this now on the tooltip? Maybe it's part of the better tooltips mod. Okay, you're getting on with all of this. That's fine. So, the thermo aquatuner. How much steel do we have? We have 3.4 tons of steel. That's good. It's going to go in here. This is very much going to be our standard setup in here. The lead turbine. It's going to be actively cooled, so I think we'll just dump the liquid down here. Well-bred grapefruit is enjoying the destruction of the tree. Let's analyze this. We need to find one more guys to analyze as well to do the research, because we need 13 databanks. And then we'll be able to get the small petroleum engine. It's fine. Because it's the same speed as petroleum engines, but have smaller height restriction. That's fine. So the pipe, this is just going to be our normal aquatuner setup. I actually did this exact same thing on the Oxytherm video. Like, we're literally going to duplicate it. So the bridge goes here. That's the bypass. We're going to actively cool the steam turbine first. So that's probably just going to go... yeah, it's probably going to go... How do I actually want this to go? Because I obviously want it to connect up the other end. So I'm probably going to want it to come down here, go in here, and then use the thermosensor here. Tell the cooling loop when to turn on. I'll make it all out of copper, why not? And then... yeah, so so let's actually take this, and then... I think what I'll probably do is just this. And then this can run... well, I mean, that can be radiant as well. We'll fill the room with a gas of some kind. And then that can go over here. That can go... we can send this both ways. That's fine. So then this is where the cool liquid's coming in. And what I'll need to... then what I'll need to do is set up all the conduction panels. Oh, this is going to be the annoying bit. So I probably want to make these out of gold. We do have enough gold for this. So I think this... oh, God. Because what the cooling loop is effectively going to do is it's going to run along here, and then back here. So let's plan it with that in mind. So when it's... so I think it's just going to go along here first. I'm going to do it with all these conduction panels, because obviously we don't want to suspend any liquids in here or anything that's going to interfere with the snow harvesting. Because the trees require snow specifically. That's going to go up there, and then I think this is just going to connect directly into here. I actually haven't queued up the auto sweepers over here, so I need to do that as well. I'm going to use up a lot of gold. It's fine. Okay, so that's going to go in there. This is where it's going to reverse direction, and then we just have these point that way. No. I had one job. They point this way. And then... yeah. That's the arrangement. Okay, that's good. That's something I can remember. Who's idle? Oh. Build this. Who is going to analyze that? That is high priority. That's good. Okay. You're fine. You're in a suit. I'm not going to worry about you. I like how this looks with the conduction panels directly connecting to each other. This looks quite neat. I think this may well form the basis of another Sandbox Showcase video. The only thing is, this only works with meteors that aren't actually going to cause damage. If there's meteors that are going to cause damage, it's going to look slightly different than this. It's going to go all the way across here. This is a lot of refined metal, but this is what the volcanoes are for. Oh, these should be priority 9. These should be priority 8. Otherwise, it's going to hamper the Lindsay, Lindsay rescue effort. Okay. Oh god, yeah. Wait. Rescue Lindsay first. Right, and this is priority 9. Or you know what? Maybe I actually just need to dig this instead. There you go. It's probably quicker, isn't it? Go, Leia, go. Sadly, you're not getting the lit workspace bonus, but I don't think you really need it at this point. Okay. Then build these. Lindsay has escapade. Right, so conduction panels continue. So they're going to go like this. We do actually have enough gold for this. That's good. And then that's going to go there, and then this one is just going to run back the other way. There's going to be every other one. And then that's going to come back down here. Okay, that seems good to me. So... yeah, that can literally just run all the way along here. And we want that to be insulated. We don't want the coolant to melt the snow. We just want it to... the thing. Meteor harvesting sure is expensive. Yeah. I'm not sure... I mean... I'm not sure if there's a more efficient way of doing it. But it's all renewable material, to be honest. Except for the metal ore for the mesh tiles, but... that's fine. That's not too much. How you doing, Quantum Zari? I did see that you followed on Twitch. I feel like you were already following me. Perhaps not. But yeah, I quite like this. I quite like when we did the blast shots on the Frozen Foresters as well. That was fun. But obviously I don't think there's any advantage in doing blast shots for snow meteors. It's going to take a while to hook all this up, but that's fine. I'm thinking maybe we do actually supplement the natural light with the mercury lamps if we feel like it. But the good news about that is we can probably just fit all of that underneath the mesh tiles and it won't block the light. Because it's just valves and then the lamp itself. Right, and then that goes down here, and then that connects all the way over here. This is a lot faster. Oh, yeah. There you go. I could hold down shift to drag this all in a straight line. But then I wouldn't be able to hold my chin like this. Right, there you go. There you go. That should be the complete coolant line. And to be honest, we probably are going to have enough nectar, both from what we've harvested already and from just digging up all these random trees to start filling up the loop. The only times I'd use blast shots for uranium meteors are when I need to defensive rockets and don't care about harvesting. Yeah, I used it for... what did I use it for? I think I used it for the metal asteroids. Because I didn't want to use bunker doors and bunker tiles. That sounds possible. Right. Let's priority 9 all of this. Just so that the room's built. And I think what I'm going to want to do It's too cold for me to actually put the liquid in here to start. I think what I actually want to do is I want to pour some oil in here. Okay, here's what we do. Maybe we dig this for now. We put a bottle emptier in here. And then we just put some oil in here for now. And then we run this. And then it makes some water. And then that pushes all the gas out. And then maybe we do like an airflow tile here to do that. Yeah, it's going to be quite annoying actually setting this up. But that's okay. So let's get that done first. Because I know it's going to be annoying. We do also have to just still dig through here. But that's fine. Okay, so we could take the wire out of here. So let's put that wire in as well. So that can be lead. So that's going to go there. That's going to bridge out here. And then I'm pretty sure it would have to go this way. Then over here. Then that would have to go around all of this polymer press stuff. These wires are going to get redistributed later. Then that's going to plug in here. There we go. And the steam turbine. Where's the steam turbine going to plug in? That's going to... Let's assume that's going to run at full whack. So this one is running 2 steam turbines. Wait, where are those 2 ones? Bread. Nosh beans. Not that we do anything with nosh beans. Oh yeah, we coloured all these wires. So that's one of the ones that's going down into space. So we should probably assume that's going to run at full whack. One here. Probably in the same situation. That one is connected to a single steam turbine. Doesn't make any sense. Maybe only one of them is running for now. Okay, let's do this the other way around. So this one's plugged in here to the pink line. Wow, that's connected to 5 steam turbines. What? There's no way this one's actually connected to 5 steam turbines. Well, that's even 6, actually. What is going on with all of this? It says 850 watts, but they're not actually producing 800. Right. Oh, that's going to all the metal volcanoes as well. I see. So these are all self-cooled. Probably too many. I don't think I can hook it up to that line. Okay, you know what? We've got one over here. I just hook this one up. We're going to have to send that a funny way as well. I'm probably going to have to send one of these a funny way as well, aren't I? Which is why I didn't want to do it. Right, let's have a think. What about this one? That one's connected to 2 steam turbines. These are all going to be connected to two steam turbines. I think it is just a case of I'm going to have to connect them over here. So that's what I'll do. So that one is going to... be very annoying. It's going to be annoying specifically because of this. If I could feed it in here, that would be alright. This wire needs to go here as well. No way I can do anything involving bridges crossing it that way. Hmm. It's not good. Maybe I do just connect it into the line that's going to all the other random lines. Wait, what about this one? The petroleum generator line. Aha! Yes, that's not going to get used again. That is this one. I could just take this one off. And then feed it out this way. Okay. That's very stupid. But I think it is literally just a case of I'm going to take this wire and wrap it around here. So that means even more bridges down here. That wire is going to go through here, up, around here. I'm never doing this again. Not after this run. We are going to be civilized with our power. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to actively run this. So let's just bridge it here. Why is this wire going like this? That's just silly. So I could just go like, why is this going around like this anyways? I think this has just lost the plot. Whatever. You definitely prefer just forcing your dupes to look at everyone wires. I'm coming around to it, trust me. This is stupid and can be rationalized. I'm going to connect it up directly like this. And then they can reach all of this as well. I think the only thing I actually need to do is probably put a little bit here. And then they can reach all of that. Okay. So I want to priority 9 everything over here so that the silliness can end. We've analyzed this. So how many data banks did that give us? Are we really one databank away? That's very funny. This looks like a pretty good sulfur geyser for geotuning. We want to geotune it. And it's going to activate in 62.5 cycles, so that's good. So we can get this sorted out before then. Right, oil. Please put oil in here. And then we can just melt the ice. And then the water will pour out of here. Gas will get forced out. And then we can just seal it off. Building broken. Where? Oh, that's funny. We never even ended up using this. A bee died on the door and the nuclear waste got hot enough it melted into liquid uranium. I still find it very funny the bees just hanging out here and periodically dying. Spawning all this liquid uranium. Unironically quite helpful. We're on cycle 655. Or 665, rather. You know what that means. Next cycle is 666. But it's already past Halloween, so we'll be alright. I think this is probably the most power I've ever actually ran through a base. This is probably why it's the first time the wire spaghetti has been so bad. There's a few of these middle ones we're definitely not really going to actually be able to reach. Right, so let me hook everything up again. So let's see. So that wire is just coming off here. It's annoying that it has to actually double down like that. But because of how close these bridges are, we can't really help it. I'm sure it's technically possible to do it more. But I don't want to waste all of your time doing that, frankly. Right, get rid of all of that as well. We've got a little bit of oxygen here. I think we just need to put more oil in here. That should be fine. Okay, here's what we're going to do for the cooling loop. So, bridge here. I think what we're going to do is we're literally just going to dump all of the nectar that we've been randomly getting over here. This will get moved eventually, for sure. That's going to go here. Dig this up. And then that's going to be a pump. A normal pump. Then that's going to head down here. And that's going to load the cooling loop on. And I'm probably going to set it to above sort of -5. Just to make sure that it stays cool enough. We could actually just do this with polluted water. I think we probably do just want to do that with polluted. What's this? You actually backed up? You are actually backed up. That's interesting. So, obviously, we do actually have a polluted water vent here. We could just bypass that up here. You know what? I think we do that. This does not need to actually be nectar, and it's going to be a long loop. Yeah, sorry, I've changed my mind, guys. There you go. Right, well now you can at least escape again. You don't need to dump any more oil in here, so remove that. We'll just send the polluted water pipe up from here. And this one is pure. This is the mixed stuff. So now I'm going to temporarily borrow the petroleum pipe. And we're not going to feed the polluted water to the pitcher pumps. Disconnect this. Why is this all... Temperature's all this. Okay, that's all actually fine. What temperature is it over here? Okay, so it's too cold over here. So let's actually just... I think we'll keep it regular pipe over here. Yeah, that's okay. Oh no, this goes down to -18. Oh, that's still okay. Alright. And then we'll make it insulated pipe going up here. Then let's put it there. And then you need to actually just build some ladder segments here so you can reach all of that. And then that is the quickest way for us to pump just pure polluted water up here. And then we can disconnect this and reuse it for petroleum later. But we have enough plastic. That's not going to be an issue. And that'll mean we can get this all filled faster. So... Right, please remove all of this. You do actually need to come over here as well. So please probably 9 that. I'm pretty sure... Okay, have we caused an access issue? Let's just double check. So, dupes in the base. Ellie does not look very happy. Dupes in the base can't go any further than this. So we're still safe. And pretty soon I can just get this to start running, because this polluted water is also at about 37 degrees. So we can run the aquatuner a fair bit, melt the ice. We could probably just put an ice temperature plate in here as well. Yeah, maybe we just do that. Maybe we just put, wow, this is some hot tile. Let's literally just put ice temperature plates in here. Tube is busy. I think one temperature plate will do. Because it's going to be 160 kilograms of steam per tile. It's going to turn into water first, and also, a fair amount of it's just going to leak out of here. I could seal this up once I built this. Alright, what's next? So you're building the wire, so it's going to get plugged in. We need... Oh, right. You need to build this as well. Oh, you can't get down here. Oh, no. Can't get down here. Well, we're going to have to do something about that. So, probably 9 that as well. We get the Meteors game. We'll have to put a space scanner in as well. Space scanner. I'm pretty sure we determined that even a minimally effective space scanner is good enough for this. Alternatively, I could just stick it over here somewhere. Although it's quite annoying that it just clashes here. Can I do it on this end one? I could if I raised it up one level. I literally don't think it matters where we put it. We're just going to put it here for now. And then I guess we'll have to dig those. Because I don't care if it gives us 1 second's notice or 200 seconds notice. All I want to know is when the meteors are about to arrive, so I can watch the fireworks. Except it's not fireworks this time because we're not using the blast things. Right, you build the ice temperature plate. I think actually now I can just seal this off. The gas should get pushed out that way eventually. Maybe we need to build an airflow tile here as well. And then that can go here. There's a little bit of ice left in here as well. That's fine. Right, you built all those wires now. That's good. So, disconnect the... Well, I'm glad I'm actually getting on with this today. It's a nice change of pace from all the volcano stuff we've been doing recently. But I don't think we're guaranteed to get meteors, so maybe I'll just do the thumbnail as the rust machine and we'll run that for a little bit. Who knows? It depends on when the meteors arrive. Yeah, we don't care about you, so... Review. B! B, when will you learn? You're going to land on the magma and die instantly. Many of your brothers have done the same. They're getting dangerously close to breaking through this, now I think about it. I am absolutely not going to remember that before this whole beta enclosure floods and kills them all. There's no way I remember. Maybe if Abe does it, or Ada does it literally right now. Good. Save the bees. I like the little bee tinies. I think they're cute. So that means that... Oh, you still need to build this. Right, let's actually get all of this done now. In the meantime, let's have a look at the volcano. Okay, so the volcano stopped pouring magma in. I'm not sure whether it's settling out or not. That's fine. I think I'm just going to let the steam all dissipate before I do anything. But yeah, this magma isn't going. We got some molten iron. That's not exactly good. Oh, whatever. This is enough magma. We'll do the rest of the magma biome later. We'll focus on that area when we're doing more stuff involving that. Yeah, we're on cycle 666. Ooh, scary. Ooh. Grabbing the mercury for. Talk about Willis. We're still dumping it in here. Oh, you're putting it in the dispenser. Oh, that explains why all the mercury is freaking going everywhere, doesn't it? Let's just turn this off. Sorry. We are full of mercury. And eventually, if we're going to move it, we want to put it somewhere else, surely. I don't think we're going to be using it for power anymore. Firebots on the pipe. I probably should never bother with these polluted oxygen vents. It's actually a fair amount of sand deodorizing them. That is probably just a bit of a waste. All this polluted oxygen here, I believe that's just from the polluted water off-gassing? Maybe? How's everything doing over here now? I don't think the plants have quite been getting enough water. But the cooling loop is still not really cool enough. Oh well. Yeah, seal all this off and then we can start running this. Build all the pipe, please. I think we're literally one data bank away. So, did we analyze the other sulfur geyser? We did. Okay. What about... Yeah, we analyzed the chlorine then. I'm pretty sure we've analyzed all the vents, even the ones that we don't plan on using. How irksome. Kind of hoping we didn't have to go into space for one measly thing. Yep, that volcano's analyzed. I think all of the oxygen vents are analyzed. Oh! Oh! Look, there's databanks. We just have to go in here. Okay. Right. Very quickly, we're going to open this up. Then we can grab these databanks. And there's polluted oxygen out here at the moment. So hopefully, this doesn't cause a major issue. And then I'll just get you to move the databanks out here. And then someone will come and grab them. Then Bob's your uncle. So now you are allowed in here. Rowan is coming. Yes, most things in ONI are either cute or horrifying or both. Vacuum. But it's fine. Right, and now we lock it again. And now we're all good. Hooray! The research may be complete. Okay, so this is now sealed, and we have the airflow tiles. So now we just need to actually pump the liquid in, which should be fairly shortly. Just need to build this pipe. Lindsay is currently on the way to do. The rest of this is going sup as well. There we go. Yes, good job, Pay. Now we can build a petroleum rocket when we feel like it. Which will be somewhat soon. Probably in the next 100 cycles. I think I probably want to get the petroleum boiler running first. Before we... Maybe not. I don't know. I'll see what I feel like. To be honest, it's kind of nice mixing it up 50-50 between doing more space stuff now and doing more volcano stuff. I don't like when I'm doing the stream and it's like all one monolithic build for all of time. Ooh, yeah, now you're building this. So, detect meteor showers. Scan network is very bad, so it'll detect incoming objects 6 to 200 seconds before they arrive. And we don't mind that at all. Because I just want to know... when the party starts. That's going to go here. Right, actually, let's just put it in here. The liquid lock. I'm going to put this down here because it looks odd high up. It's annoying me how it's beeping louder every now and then. We're all getting very excited building this. I've set everything to priority 9 again. I should stop doing that. I'm never going to stop doing that. I've accepted it at this point. Right, so now the polluted water is on the way, and it's pure polluted water because it's coming entirely from that vent. It's not completely full because we're still using it to fill up the We're still using it to fill up the sleep wheat, but that's actually fine. And then that should push all of the oxygen out of here, and it is pure oxygen. And then we can just replace these tiles, and then this will be done. Good. But it needs to warm up a bit. Right, so... Meteors, let's go. Let's go! There you go. That is what I usually do. Oh look, the robo-miner is looking at these things for some reason when they open. It's weird. I wonder whether it's to do with that glitch we saw with the puzzle where some of these were spawned in and then you open them via the automation and it turned out to be like solid tiles underneath. That was weird. Happened ages ago. Right. How are the errands looking? It's mostly construction supply and pondering. That's alright. I'm going to put another ladder here because that annoys me. Here it comes. The pea. It's not... the pea water. Oh, because the loop isn't built yet. Oh. Right, okay, look. I am now going to make you fill this up. Okay, hold on. Let's be reasonable about this. How about we actually just make a shorter loop for now, just to get this heated up. So for now, we'll just do it this far, and then we can get this to start. Yeah, that seems good. I put all these oxylite sconces. We have gradually been using up our oxalite. That's interesting. These plants became destroyed? Oh, we spilled a load of mercury over here. Yeah, that doesn't help. That's why I put them in the planter boxes in this case, so the liquid on the floor doesn't interfere with them. That's fine. Right, what else? What else is the plan? What have you got to do? You're not really doing it at the moment. Just vibing. Let's get rid of these random snow tiles. Not really any need for that. We don't have any recharges. Sand levels are still okay, that's good. Bleach stone is staying stable despite the geotuning. That's also good. Are you actually storing up any brine? Probably not. We did set up an infinite storage here, but we are always getting through the brine. Right, you're all backed up now. I hope this is your current priority, guys. It is your current priority. Hooray. Who's scolding? I should probably put an Atmos suit over here at some point. The point is here, they're collecting all the gold before it actually is cooled down. That's fine. Thimbleweed seeds. We don't have those yet. Fun. The game is now just giving us all the stuff that we would collect from space. Why have I got a random non-insulated tile here? This should definitely be insulated. That happens beyond cycle 500. It does indeed. To be fair, if we were actually trying for it, we had access to the swampy asteroid that we could have looked at ages ago. We probably could have launched a rocket from there if we really felt like it. But I didn't. I wanted to just explore this asteroid. And we're mostly done with exploring this asteroid, apart from setting up volcano-related stuff. Like the magma volcano-related stuff. I mean, we could do some sulfur for sweeters and grubs as well, but that's just dirt, water, and more food. We're nowhere near close to running out of dirt, or water, or food. So I'm really not actually fussed about Sweetles at the moment. I want to focus on doing stuff that we haven't done before where we can. Obviously, we've done this before, but we can't really avoid doing this. And we're going to do the trees as well. But yeah, today we're going to have the rust thing be the thumbnail, and then Wednesday, the trees, maybe? We need to get this running first. Oh, also, I need to put some oil in here. Do we have any more oil? A little. That's fine. Hope you're doing well, Leofar. How's your week going? I've got to get up early for a site visit, but it's a fairly local one, so it shouldn't take all day. So should be normal date night. I'm definitely not streaming tomorrow. It's date night tomorrow. I'll find some movie to watch or something. This is how I actually keep up to date with movies. Oh! We drowned all the mammoths! That's not good. That's not good at all. Yeah, get that all out of here. I didn't even notice that. It does happen, and I wanted some liquid here so that they didn't overheat, but... well, it backfired. We were trying to calculate W beams you need for structure. That's something I haven't really used. W beams. How interesting. Right. I'm hoping what will happen is a little bit of water will stretch out here, and not a lot. I'm just going to let you handle that, George, for now. Yeah, they all drowned! We've still got one ranch was worth. And then this little ranch down here, which is only 4 rather than 6. But yes, it's not ideal. Oh no, we're down to 5.4 million calories. Whatever will we do? Right, how's this looking? Okay, so the cooling loop. Yeah, they did actually die. I was not paying attention. Right, so that polluted water is running. We're going to put oil in the steam turbine. Do we have any more random oil available just to put in here? We do. Good. And then you can finish the rest of the pipe, and then we can expand this line out. Yeah, polluted water should be fine for this. Like it's... well... not like this actively needs cooling at the moment. It's heating up, which is good, because that's a sign that it's conducting with the plate. Oh, you need to put this here. Yep. That's not really one that we can avoid. You know that. Oh, you're still doing this? Okay, just stop. Exosuit Forge is running out of power. It's not good. What are you doing? You're making salt to table salt, eggshell to lime. Are we actually putting the table salt in here now? We are putting it in here now. That's good. Each one has 4 grams of table salt. I'm still sad they're all cold. mean, it is cold. In all honesty, I probably should have designed this base so the bedrooms were further away from the cold branches. But I just wanted everything to be close by. Okay, temperature plate is melted. That's good. But, push the oil out of the way. It's bad. So, there is a lot of water in here. I could wait until it all turns into steam. And then just let it explode outwards. Maybe, yeah, maybe just do that. I don't really want to come in here and fiddle with this more. So we'll do that. It will push all the oxygen out. We'll let the steam explode a little bit. That's fine. There's nothing here I'm overly trying to keep cool, to be honest. How long is it going to take to cool all of that? Probably... We'll probably have to start expanding it out. Pepper nuts. Rotted. We're not using all the pinch of pepper nuts. That's interesting. Ashcan's doing his best. Do we have anything we can put on here? A souffle pancake. Why not? We need more artifacts. We should go to space to get an artifact. Right, this is heating up, but the oxygen's heating up as well. So I prefer if you can actually seal this off first. Because eventually this is actually going to get down to target temperature. -5. Anything else you want to do at the moment? It's just continuing all of this. Yeah, there you go. What do I even want to do with Sulfur Geyser? I do have a video on YouTube channel about taming Sulfur Geysers, but as I said, I don't think... If I don't need dirt, water, or food, I need to bother. The exception would be if I was going to use grubs to tend thimble reeds for something to get more reed fiber, but we're not short on reed fiber either. We've got like 1,100 reed fiber from all the biomes. So I think we're probably just going to leave it. Maybe we just seal it off over here. And then we seal it off that way. So I'm going to get you to build this first. Yeah, this is going to break the coolant before it actually boils the water. So a little bit more oil in here. I think what I'm probably going to need to do is take the wire as far as I can over here. Take the plumbing as far as I can over there. Then do the same over here. Just for now. And then priority 9, all of this. Get that boiled. There you go. Are you just actually going to start building all that now then? Are you literally only doing stuff that's priority 9? I'm teaching these dupes bad habits. That's definitely happening. I don't think there's anything else here they need to do. To be fair, I'm telling them to make it all out of igneous rock, and all the igneous rock is down the other side of the planet. I think I probably need to set up a storage bin and fill it with igneous rock. That would be quicker, wouldn't it? There's Camille. I should definitely be hooking a transit tube up here as well. The main issue is, how on earth do I get it through here? I think I would have to actually get rid of... Can I actually put a thing here? I probably would have to get rid of some alveoveras. The thing is, if I put one here, like an entrance, it's going to cut off the fire pole. But then... I think I was actually going to deprecate this fire pole. But then it also doesn't really make much sense actually having two separate transit tubes. You have to walk to... I did leave a gap here, but it's kind of full of stuff. I could move most of this stuff, though. Well, if I move the memorial, can I reposition it? That's the question, isn't it? Can I reposition grey area? Because if not, I think it's a bit of a deal breaker. But if I can, I probably am just going to leave it up here. Because I can remove most of the rest of this stuff. In fact, I can remove this now. I think it would just be that. And then we could transit tube into space. I could go in at the top of the fire pole. That's why I laid out the fire poles like this. So I can avoid crossing them. Right, let's just fill this with igneous rock. Then you can get that all done. Still running. How cold are you now? I guess you're still cooling all the equipment down. Yeah, this is all getting cooled down. That's good. That shows the age of each building in here. This auto sweeper is apparently 6.93 cycles old. It's all this stuff in the game I never actually even bother looking at. Also, I've had a think. Radiation. We're going to need more radiation at some point. For payloads and that sort of thing. We do have Wheezeworts. My question is, do I want Wheezeworts or do I want a Shinebug reactor? Because we do have Shinebugs. How many seeds do we have? I probably don't have that on here, do I? I'll have it in here. I have like 6 wart seeds. I could duplicate a load of the warts, just now that we have the technology. That might be good to do on a run. And then we can just set up more of these triangles. I mean, I do quite like that the Shinebugs power themselves, but again, we have so much excess power that's not really needed. I think we will try that where we need the radiation. You prefer using corrosive damage to reduce nuclear waste? That sounds fun. No, we'll do it. We'll duplicate Wheezeworts on this run, just to prove that we can. Now that we know how. And then we'll never do it again. Because it's forbidden science. Oh, maybe we'll do it again. I don't know. The only rule I have for this playlist is to have fun. Or playlist? Playthrough is to have fun. I'm allowed to reload. I'm allowed to do exploits. Provided it's more fun to me. I don't find pit planting fun. I've said this a few times. I just think it's boring. You get something for free, and then it just takes up loads of space. And to be fair, you do have lots of space on classic maps, but it's a lot of time put into building everything and getting the pips to plant everything. And you just skip a part of the game that's interesting. Like getting all of your resource loops to work. That's almost like the core appeal of the game to me, is actually trying to make it work without pit planting. You did a Shinebug reaction once, I didn't think it was worth the extra crit calculations. Yeah, I also get the feeling about that as well, because we do not want this playthrough to lag. The thing is, when I'm not actually streaming, this game runs a lot better. You probably notice it during the Sandbox Showcase video. But then that's also because we've got less stuff going on those maps. One thing I want to try but would be more difficult than using corrosive damage is cooling down Radbolt rocket exhaust. Oh god. Yeah, that does sound complicated. Well, I don't think anyone's delivering the rock to the bin. Oh, maybe a few people are. Oh, whatever. This seems to work fine. Joshua and Lindsay are up to pipes. You like hearts? I am indifferent to hearts. I like hearts. There you go. You like pipes. That's one thing that all you dupes can agree on, is you like pipes. What are you talking about? You like talking. Excellent. Pleasant chit-chat. Pleasant for them. Something has happened here. Oil been shuffled about. Well, this will all work out fine. Then we can just build one airflow tile, release the oxygen, a load of steam will come out, and then we can plug it up again. Right, you've actually put some rock in here. It's not a lot of rock, though. Each pipe segment is 400 kilograms. That's also why this is taking so long. Maybe it could have been regular pipe. I just don't want it to melt any snow. I want to make sure that we're digging the snow. And the important thing about this as well is this is digging the tile underneath the robo miner. So it shouldn't stay blocked, because the tile of interest is here. That's why this works. So if this one gets blocked, this one can mine it out, and it can collect all the stuff off it. I think that works. I don't think this one has to grab that tile. I guess we'll find out. I really don't want to have to move all of this. Glad we fixed this. How are you looking? Yeah, you're looking fine. We're not really actually pumping that much oxygen. That's okay. Look, a mammoth. He's returned. I'm so excited for the regal mammoths with the gold amalgam horns. Finally, sustainable metal ore without space. I literally can't wait. How is this cooling? How is this coolant looking? It's trying. It's trying its best. How is the freezer looking? Yeah, the freezer's not backed up anymore. That's good. And we've actually got some nosh beans in here as well. That's... well, we should have some nosh beans in here. Have they been picking up the nosh beans and putting them somewhere? I get the feeling they probably have. Oh, they've been picking up the nosh beans and putting them in the fridge, haven't they? I think I just need to tell them not to do that. Regal mammoths won't be much ore, but they should still have some interesting applications. Yeah, I mean, I guess mammoths would be quite annoying to mass produce because they need to eat the plants. They're changing their diet though as well, aren't they? They're making it so they eat nosh beans now. Maybe that would be better. I don't know. I mean, you need a lot of ethanol either way. Or you could just starvation ranch them. I feel like you could set up a massive operation and just get the metal ore. But yes, it wouldn't be very efficient, I don't. Wow, they're all running around, aren't they? Right. That looks to be done. So now I can actually disconnect that. Reconnect these. Connect these. And now we can fill this with more polluted water again, which means that we'll actually get more heat in here, which means this should actually evaporate. Still need to actually look at the numbers so I can get the calculators updated. Yes. Indeed. Can't actually get over here. Why is that? Oh, because you still need to do all of this. Yeah, just... Can you actually just dig this, build that, dig this, so I can actually just get it finished over there? Yeah, you're feeding this with fresh, hot water now, so that's good. Will that be enough to get it over the boiling threshold? We'll see. Yeah, now you can actually access all of this again. He's running for it. He's trying to escape the colony. He's trying to escape back into the Frozen Foresters playthrough. That's where he's trying to escape to. No use, Joshua. You're not allowed. There you go. I don't think there's anything else we meant to put here. The dev should make it so you can feed crushed ice to Albioviras if you can't already do that. I feel like that would be a pretty major oversight if that was the case. Oh, look at them. They're all tossing. They're all tossing the oxalite. Giving it the finger. I just realized. Did it make a noise? I think they're making a noise. It's very faint. Like a little tone. I think it is. I don't think it's the automation. I think it is the Albioviras making that noise. I don't think there are any plants that accept alternate inputs. Well... Why is crushed ice so useless? It's literally just ice that falls down. Shouldn't they make it so that crushed ice, when you dig it, it turns into regular ice? Wouldn't that make sense? Tree! Yeah. I do like how all these trees just generate a bottle whenever they collapse. Very considerate of them, rather than just leaking out all the nectar into space. Like you would expect. Up goes the weasel. Also, I figured it out. The Fanta I got when my friend had it was sugar-free. So I've had the sugar-free Fanta again. So now I don't have to feel as guilty about drinking it. There is still some sugar in it, but it's like naturally occurring sugar. It's like a tiny amount. Right, you're running again now. So... yeah. You will probably get to boil today. I think we'll probably go for another 2 or 3 cycles. I know we're not going to get this finished today. I just wanted to get it started. I just wanted to get something started while we're waiting for the volcano to erupt again. And we can keep working on this as we want to. Now the infinite storage is actually set up on the volcano. There is no rush, other than if we actually run out of steel or iron. We are gradually using up all of our iron. But we're not really using up all the steel. We've made a thermoactive tuner, that's about it. You're out of oil by the looks of it. I think that'll do. We'll just seal this up. That's fine. We've got some phosphorite in here. Let's take that out. Move that over here, please. Yeah, it's just going to take you a while to get this all built, but at least we're actually starting to explore over here. God, why did I do it like this? This looks so ugly. That looks slightly better. Oh, someone fell. Just unsure what to do with themselves. Oh, I know what we need to do. We need to set up the conveyor rail. So none of this stuff is going to off-gas, which is a huge relief. So I think it's just going to come down here. Oh, yeah. That's why we've got the rust deoxidizer set up. Because I knew all the conveyor rail for all this friggin' ice and stuff was going to use up all of our metal ore. Or at least a fairly large chunk of it. So we'll keep building this. And then that's going to come down. That's going to come all the way down here. So that's going to be snow. And that's going to be crushed ice. And it's going to be seeds. Maybe we don't need to send it all down to the bottom of the base, because these guys require the regular ice. So maybe we don't actually need it. Oh. But we're going to want to dump all the snow somewhere. And we're going to want to distribute it out regardless of what's going on where each meteor lands. We do at least need to build a... conveyor rail going somewhere. And what we'll do is we'll turn these on again. Because it's about time they've been in the thumbnail. There you go. And then we'll zoom you outy a little bit. I also just wanted to show off the polka dot gas reservoir, to be honest. And now we'll get more iron ore out of all this. There's the salt is coming up from the brine geyser once the bleach stone receptacle is full. The rust we just manually loaded into bins. And we'll continue to do so. We still have 288 tons of rust. I think what we'll probably do is we'll probably convert about 88 tons of that to metal ore. And then we'll melt 200 tons of it. With the rust melter when we get that going. I think that's the plan. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I do find these things useful. We don't actually have any real use for either of the gases at the moment. So we'll just let the chlorine build up. Maybe at some point we'll cure everyone's food poisoning by filtering the sieve water through a chlorine room. So, if we were going to do that, we would probably put the chlorine room here. We discussed this. We would move one of the rock crushers, or both of them. And then this loop would just dump the polluted water. So the regular water would go through the chlorine room before going to the recreation. The recreation is currently here. We could put the chlorine room here. I kind of like this being here, though, in the research suite. I don't want to put it in this column. To be fair, the duplicates don't actually need to be able to access it. We could just have it over here. But I also want to make sure that the water doesn't get too cold. If I set this to like 0 degrees. It's not too cold here. Yeah, maybe I'll think about that. But yeah, look, we've got loads of oxygen building up in here as well. We do have this hooked up to our oxygen pipes in case we run out from other sources, but I really don't think we will. And then the chlorine, we're just going to let pressurize over here for now. I haven't really got any plans for it. Puffs, probably. Oh, you know what? That might actually be a reason to go to... Probably asteroid. Does this one even have puffs? There's a chlorine vent. We have a chlorine vent as well. I feel like it's the one with the marshy biome that has pups. So yeah, I don't think we have a reason to go there. Right, you've done quite a lot of digging over here, haven't you? I think I probably want to... What else do I want to deliver over here? Probably metal ore, lead. That would be in refined metal. And then what else? Probably not plastic. Sandstone. There you go. Enjoy some sandstone. I didn't drywall this bedroom. Drywall this bedroom. I'll put that on priority 5. It's not super important. I think it would be here. I think we put the chlorine room here. Because it's just going to be a load of pumps and a room full of chlorine. And we don't need to worry about all the wires running past here because no one's ever going to go in there. And we already have a bleachstone conveyor here, so we just dump the bleachstone here super easily. Maybe I'll do that on Wednesday. Stop everyone getting food poisoning. It's been long enough. We probably should. If for no other reason than to feel better. Right, can I get you guys to dig under here as well? Can you do that for me today? I just want to actually look over here. Can we actually get someone in here as well? That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? It's a shame we can't get someone to sit on the couch. Oh, there's more databanks in here. Murphy bed. Does this actually function as a bed? Probably not, right? It's huge. Comes in all different colors. Why can't we build a bed like this? It's so cool. Look, it's a geothermal heat pump. Yeah, you guys like digging. There's no excuse for you to not have all this stuff dug out already. Oh, I bet you're going to trap yourselves doing this, aren't you? Yeah, look, you're trapped on the ladder. I don't think I haven't seen what you've done here, Emil. You built a mesh tile. Right, how about you build this mesh tile? Yeah, build that one. Lindsay is en route. Yep, I should probably have expected this. They have stranded themselves. Okay. How about we just 49 this stuff? And then you guys can sit up here and think about what you've done. Oh no. Wait, you've got dead tired snoring friend. What? Where are you sat? Oh god, who's the loud snorer? Right, Joshua. I've clearly forgotten about this. Meteors, let's go! Oh god, that's good timing, isn't it? Hello, Brynry. Yes, I've triggered you. I have triggered you. I've summoned you here. Very easily preventable. Right, so either Lindsay or Pei is the loud sleeper. Right, let's look this up. So... who are you? Not you. Must be Pei. I already went past Pei. It's a lot easier to do games port. Yes, it's Pei. Right, so Pei needs to go in here. And we can avoid that whole issue. Meteors, let's go! Scan network quality has increased to 4%. Oh look! The robo-miner is actually digging out the stuff. That's very convenient. You know what? I think perhaps we just remove the plastic ladders for... They're not really in peril, but I don't want them to get overly irradiated. Here you go. Looks like he's crying out because he's getting zapped by the robo-miner. Well, you should be able to escape out of here. I have faith in you to do that, at least. The robo-miner is helping you as well. Let's do with Joshua. Definitely been up to mischief today. It's very satisfying watching the robo-miner dig. God, it has so much range. Imagine if the dupes could dig from this far away. Oh no! Look, they're gonna get properly snowed on. But look, they're all cleaning themselves. The meteors are not very big. I'm very interested to see whether any of these actually get blocked yet. They're all running, and a lot of these are already hooked up to the loop, which is good because it means they're not going to overheat, hopefully. Some of them may overheat. They're scattering all the debris everywhere. They're not that scared of the snow meteorites. That's good. Game does seem to lag a fair bit more when this is happening. Also, we've got a buried object in space. This happens fairly often in these meteor showers. Ooh, that's a lot of snow. It's not actually that much, though. It's just tiling up. Good, though. It's not that heavily stressed, but it seems to be working. And everyone is mildly perturbed. So, how about you do these two tiles? Yeah, look, here's another seed. Oh no! Joshua's getting very irradiated. You do actually need to dig this bit here. You're not going to have much fun doing this. I'll tell you what, leave that, leave that, leave that. They're both getting irradiated. Get them out of here. You're irradiated too. No, you just got food poisoning. Okay. Oh no. Mildly preventable problems. They're fine. It's quite fun watching all the meteors. And no more surprises over here. That's good. Doesn't seem to be that much snow. Probably not really worth going absolutely ham over like this. But it was fairly interesting. Temperature. That one here isn't actually getting cooled. I need to extend the loop slightly. Oh, also, while this has been happening, I've probably completely forgotten about the actual, the aqua tuner. Oh, you're not actually running. You haven't quite gotten to water boiling temperature. Wait, you're not even close. What's going on? Oh, this water hasn't gotten to boiling temperature. I think we boiled a small amount and it pushed the oil out of the way. Interesting. Well, we'll keep extending this loop whenever we can. Actually fairly simple to do so now. There you go. As long as nobody's actually trapped, that's the important thing. Radiation sickness should show up in here. I'm still mad that it doesn't. Thing is, as well, I feel like sometimes the size of the meteors varies. I feel like on some showers you get much larger meteors. The sea! Very conspicuous. They're very quick at actually digging the snow. That's good. I mean, if we look at the wire as well, the wire is... Well, it's quite loaded, but it's not... I don't think it's cutting anything off. Yeah, they're all getting in on this action now, aren't they? Climbing from both sides. That actually speeds things up a lot. I should have done this a while ago. Oh, you're grabbing all the nectar as well? Where are you putting that? I don't think I've told you to put nectar anywhere specific. Have I? Oh, you're putting it in here. There's actually room in here. We pushed all the water off the top. Okay, that's fine. I'll allow that. Abe is now radiated. Very amusing. Right, we can put one tile here. Yeah, make little party 8. Okay, that's looking good. We're not gonna get it finished today. It's gonna take a little while to build everything, but that's a decent starting point, and we've had a test meteor shower. I'm pretty confident it's gonna handle whatever this asteroid throws at us, which is not a lot. So nice we managed to plug all of that stuff in and get it sorted. And then in the meantime, we're still generating a load of metal ore down here so we can keep making more conveyor rails and stuff. Because that's going to be a real pickle otherwise. How much metal ore we got over here now? Not a lot. I think I've been picking it up straight from here and putting it in the storage bin. That's fine. And then we've got chlorine on demand that we can pump wherever we want. Cool. Right. Save that here. Short stream tonight, because it's a bonus stream, and because I need to get to bed so I can go out tomorrow in the morning. I'm really looking forward to the change that devs have announced as well, where it'll say already saved up here if you've just saved. Because I save it twice every time. I've noticed this. Very nice quality of life change. Alrighty. Fish. Thanks very much for hanging out. It's been nice having an extra day to stream than usual. We'll be back on Wednesday. We're going to continue with all of this stuff. We'll get the... I think what we'll do on Wednesday is we'll get the Meteor stuff finished, and we'll start planning out what we're actually going to do with the sunlight. Probably spigot seals. I have to do spigot seals before we start a new run, no matter what, because otherwise it would be a bit silly. And maybe we set up a chlorine room so that we can stop our dupes from getting food poisoning, because that's also quite annoying. But yes, if you like what you've seen and you're not already following, feel free to follow me on Twitch and you'll get notifications when I go live. I usually stream Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7:30 to 10:30 British time. But the best way to know exactly what I'm doing is on Discord, because I do mix it up sometimes. We're just doing Oxygen Not Included at the moment, but I may end up doing some Mega Aquarium streams later on in the year. We'll see. Depends how I feel, to be honest. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks, Ayla Abo, Leofar, Brynry. Glad you've enjoyed today. And yeah, all the VODs go on YouTube as well, in case you missed them. There's also discussion video content on there. Plenty of good stuff. We just did a video on oxyferns that might be worth having a look at. Seed duplication. I think we will duplicate Weezeworts. I think that'll be fun. But that is for another day. But yeah, let's go raid someone. We're gonna go raid. Who is around? Do Legit City. Let's go raid to Legit City again. We do that quite a lot, but that's fine. Birds of a feather and whatnot. As long as they spell the name right, we're all good. Okie dokie. Good start to the week. Alright, I'll see you guys later. See you on Wednesday. Bye.